KwaZulu-Natal search and rescue team has recorded more than 20 drowning incidents involving children in the past 4 years. These were all in the Umvoti River, a sand mining hotspot in the north coast. In the second part of the series, exploring the link between the sand trade and a series of water-related deaths, eNCA's Dasen Thathiah speaks to IPSS search and rescue team.
These emergency vehicles are a familiar sight along KwaZulu-Natal's north coast. Most recently, this crew has been part of the search for grade 1 pupil Umvoti. He's presumed to have drowned while playing here earlier this month. Umvoti's disappearance adds to a growing list of similar tragedies in the past few years.
We've done about 24 drownings just in the Umvoti River so far, and it's all been on the areas where there has been illegal mining taking place.
These 24 incidents that you're talking about, are you talking about kids or adults included?
I say 95% of those have been kids.
Sand mining has left a bitter taste in the mouths of residents here. And Paul Herbst believes it's making the river even more dangerous.
When it comes to the kids or any individual trying to cross a river or standing in a river that's, say, hip deep, if they're walking on the bottom, it creates a pocket with mud filling in. But the mud is very slushy. So if you're not a good swimmer and you stand on it, you will sink down into the hole. That's where the panic starts. People obviously then swallow water, and it just goes absolutely wrong from there. These rivers, it's not dams, it's also rivers, so the water is flowing, so the guys lose their footing thereafter and then get into difficulty and then drown.
Enter the SAPS, Metro Police and IPSS search and rescue teams. But scouring a river for a little body, with families waiting anxiously nearby, is no easy task.
When the police search and rescue divers do dive, they go absolutely to the bottom of the river. They're attached to a line that there's a communicator on the top, and that's how they guide them meter at a time. Now, when we have big, and these are not small holes, these are proper big holes. They end up going into the hole, so it hinders the communication with the line gets caught. We've had a couple of occasions where the guys, the bodies actually sunk into one of these holes and was covered with mud, and only later managed to get the body out. So it does hinder the operation severely.
In December, 9-year-old Siyabonga Ndlovu drowned near Groutville. At the time, that community also suspected he'd become trapped in a sandpit.
Annually, we have this kind of incident, but we will like to urge the Department of Environment to take care of this river, because it seems as if nobody is care about these drownings that occurs on annual basis. But on my side and the community side, we have a very big complaint of the sand mining. We even try to engage the sand miners that no, now is enough.
Siyabonga's body was found on Christmas Day. Sand mining in South Africa is a regulated industry under the watch of the Mineral Resources Department. But not everyone plays fair, and there are a number of illegal operators flouting safety rules.
Even if your activity like sand mining has a permit or a license, the rehabilitation and the restoration of that system afterwards is absolutely crucial. And if that's not properly done, if it's not done at all, and also if it's not monitored and enforced by the authorities, then we're seeing an impact that runs the course of the impact way into the future, and it may not recover at all over time.
Lulu van Rooyen, a researcher based at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, says there are serious environmental implications.
You're removing not the whole sand body necessarily, but only a specific grain size. And then you're not only altering the characteristics of that stream bank and or bed, but you're also changing the way the water flows in that area.
Mbuso Gumede's father believes illegal miners are running riot because they are protected.
What is amazing is that when we try to stop that illegal mining, there are those people who are protecting the miners as that we are wrong, while our children are dying on the same illegal minings.
Dasen Thathiah in Glendale, KwaZulu-Natal.
Well, in the next part of the series, eNCA's Dasen Thathiah will find out how the government is dealing with illegal sand mining.